pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On Him, we're thankful for this day, Lord. We're thankful for all of those who've gathered here this evening. We ask for a special blessing on them and for the efforts that they put forth for their city. Lord, we thank you so much for everything you've given us in our life. In Jesus' name, amen. I'd like to call this evening's meeting of Jackson City Council to order. I first would like to thank Mr. Peters for setting in the president chair and guiding the meeting while I was gone. We'll start with roll call. Ms. Rippeth?
Foster.
Here.
Hinch. Here. Colby. Here. Peters.
Here.
Newkirk.
Here.
Wiseman. Here. Bach.
Here.
Mayor, I think we had said early this morning there was no recognitions. I didn't know if you had anything that came through.
Yep, that's correct.
Thank you. We have no one signed up to speak this evening, so we'll move into the approval of the minutes. They're found in your iPads from the last meeting. Is there any objections, corrections to the minutes as presented to council? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes as presented. Ms. Hinch? Second by Ms. Colby. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Well, next we'll go into committee reports. We'll begin with utility. Mr. Newkirk?
No report.
Thank you, Mr. Newkirk. Budget and finance, Ms. Colby?
No report.
Thank you, Ms. Colby. Police, fire, and traffic, Mr. Foster?
I'd like to schedule a police meeting for August 10th. Mr. Hinch, how many minutes you need? 5? Just kidding you.
I think 15 would be appropriate to get both topics.
Okay.
Well, Chief Hinch, I think we've got a 6 o'clock, possibly planning commission meeting, so could we set it for 6:30?
That's what I thought.
Would that be okay? So we'll set that for 6:30.
I work for you, you just tell
I just trying to keep it in a running order, so. Anything else, Mr. Foster?
No, not at the moment.
Service, Mr. Peters?
No report.
Thank you, Mr. Peters. Auditor's report, Mr. Reed?
The only thing I'd like to say is we have the audit done for last year. We'll be bringing copies of that for people to review.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. Mr. Kirby?
I have no report.
Thank you, Mr. Kirby. Chief Hinch?
things briefly, just to remind everybody in the community, this August 1st coming up, there are 2 events scheduled that probably have some street closures. The Elise Black Memorial 5K, it starts at 9. It's running through mainly residential, South Oak, Orange, Globe, Huron, and Vaughn Street would be most affected for about an hour. But there's also a festival that, let's see, there's a festival that they're going to have basically Broadway shut down in between Main and Pearl Street for, what I have, Bluegrass Brews and Barbecue Festival that was approved. So those 2 events are going on this next coming Saturday.
Thank you, Mayor, or Chief Hinch, I appreciate it. Anything else? Just want to take the Mayor's report, Mayor Evans.
Just update council on some of our projects. The Main Street sewer lining project is progressing. You won't see much of that project. So far has been, it's cleaning and televising the sewer mains on both sides of East Main Street, up in what we call Restaurant Row. It'll be going on over the next few months. From the cleaning and the televising, they'll now study those to recognize, to identify the areas that need repair and verify them, and then they'll be doing away with some old taps that are no longer in use that are causing problems and infiltration. So that'll be going on over the rest of the summer here. The Beaver Plank paving projects, we've been getting a few questions of that. Contractor that we hired moved in and started it. We had some utility conflicts. There's a gas line running right down along the highway where we were doing some full depth repairs. So we're still working with ODOT and the contractor and our engineer to try to get that resolved and get them back on that soon, hopefully. Downtown, you'll see the downtown work actually coming to a close almost, where they see the brick intersection being laid at Main Street. We actually had went back to the funding agency and got additional grant funding to do the brick inlay there at Main and Broadway. I think y'all are going to like it if you haven't seen it already. But that's all grant money. When people start complaining about using their tax money, that's all grant money. Which grant money's tax money, but it's not our income tax money. It's money, it's outside tax money that we fight for and bring in here. Also, because we're making so many improvements downtown, down by the city parking lot there was no retaining wall that has fallen down, so we wanted to go ahead and improve that too, because we hope to pave that parking lot and the alley there. We wanted to make some improvements to that. We actually bid that job out and didn't like the numbers we got, so we're actually performing that work with our own staff now. Ron's leading that project up, and they're doing a good job making progress on that too. It's going to be another big improvement downtown that we're able to do in-house. And then last week we kicked off with the new Sutherland team that we had hired for the new City Hall, and we'll be meeting with them weekly now as that project, as the design completes over the next few months, and we get started into construction on that, hopefully yet this fall. I think that updates everything I had for tonight, Dan.
Thank you, Mayor. Council have any questions for the mayor?
Yeah, I've got questions.
Foster.
What's the status and your plans on the alley beside the old Kroger building on Main Street North?
The alley beside the old Kroger building.
Yeah, maybe Ron knows about that.
You talking about the storm drains?
Yes,
We've got to get that cambered and cleaned
that's what I thought.
so we can assess
Right.
exactly what's going on. We don't know if it's a issue there or further downstream,
Right.
so we got to figure that part out.
Everybody know where this is?
No.
Runs from Locust down, like behind the fire station,
Right,
back down towards the bridge.
yeah. Had to close both ends of the alley off, so.
You're talking about the old Kroger. Three Krogers ago. Okay?
Family goal.
All right, I'm with you now.
You could have said big lots or lots.
I call them the old Krogers. See, I've been around 100 years, so I mean, That's all I had.
Anything else? Any other questions for the mayor? So, having not been here last time, the last meeting, I didn't get the opportunity to welcome Mr. Aldridge.
Thank you.
Wish you the best of luck with the service director's position. I know you'll do a great job, so it's your slot, so we have a report there. You do have a slot, so you have the opportunity to speak whenever it may be brought forward. Next on our agenda is the ordinance and resolutions portion of the meeting. We will begin with ordinance 40, 2026, first reading. Ms. Rippeth?
An ordinance accepting General Tibbetts Street into the city street system as a public street and declaring an emergency.
Could I have a motion to adopt ordinance 4026 as presented to council? Mr. Peters, is there a second? Ms. Hinch, second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Discussion. Mayor Evans.
Yeah, General Tibbetts Street is a new street that was built it goes from Veterans Drive there by the hardware store, out by the new spec warehouse building, and comes out on McCarty Lane. That was actually built with a grant that was received by the county commissioners, and that is completed now, and they're asking us to accept it as a city street. We have all inspected it, and we have a certification from the engineer that it met the specs that it was designed to meet, and so we thought we'd bring it to council for approval.
Thank you, Mayor. Other discussion? Any further action to be taken on ordinance 40-2026 as presented to council?
I'll move to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend, second by Ms. Colby. Discussion? Ms. Rippeth?
Foster.
Yes.
Hinch.
Yes.
Colby.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
Newkirk.
Yes.
Wiseman. Bott.
Yes.
Discussion? Ms. Rippeth?
Foster.
Yes.
Hinch.
Yes.
Colby. Did she say yes? Okay. Peters.
Yes.
Newkirk.
Yes.
Wiseman. Bott.
Yes.
Ordinance 40-2026 is duly adopted. Next, for council consideration, first reading, ordinance 41-2026. Ms. Rippeth?
An ordinance accepting Austin Way into the city street system as a public street and declaring an emergency.
Can I have a motion to adopt ordinance 41-2026 as presented to council? Mr. Peters, is there a second? Mr. Newkirk, second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Discussion, Mayor Evans.
Austin Way, also, they have requested that be accepted into the city. It's a street that has been open as a city public street for many years. I'm not sure how many years. I'm guessing maybe 20. But it's in the city, but the street is not a city street. So Jackson always felt a little awkward or like they shouldn't be taking care of it. Shouldn't be plowing the snow. Yet it is in the city. All the residents there are in the city. And it's just one of the things that probably should have been dealt with a long, long time ago, but wasn't for whatever reason. And that we're wanting to bring it in the city so we can fix it up and take care of it like we should.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yeah, and I'll say that too, the folks that live out there are all paying city income tax. We need to take care of the street that they live on. I know it's just been a formality and it's probably been overlooked for a while, but we need to accept it.
Not only that, aren't they also paying city utilities?
Yeah.
Everything.
It's a
Yeah.
city resident.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Been long overdue, should have been done 10 years ago.
Move to suspend rules.
Motion to suspend, second by Ms. Hinch. Discussion. Ms. Rippeth?
Foster.
Yes.
Hinch.
Yes.
Colby.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
Newkirk.
Yes.
Wiseman. Bott.
Yes.
Discussion.
How many,
Mr. Reed?
how many people live on that street?
I'm going to guess
Six.
6 or 7, maybe. I'm not sure.
Picture of the lots on there. Looks like there's 6 lots.
Yeah, but how many people, actually houses live over that street? They use that street. My concern is that street was not supposed, it was brought to council to be accepted once before, it did not meet city. And so, at that point, council did not accept it. The street is still not brought up. Anything to be accepted in the city as a city street is supposed to be at city, meet our code. That one doesn't. General Tibbetts does. So, that's my feelings on it. I know people use it, I know people have been using it for years. But it's not, doesn't meet city code. And I do not believe that you can't without a lot of money put into it.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part.
I believe it can't without a lot of money being put into it. I'm not saying that we shouldn't, it shouldn't have been something done with it before,
Yeah, it should have been something done with it 20 years ago.
but as far as something by city, if it's just like in the previous, it's supposed to meet city code prior to be brought into the city as a city street. It's a subdivision. It was not brought up to code. We're accepting it. We're going to fix the street. Just my thoughts.
You know, council can always choose not to accept it, but then we're in the same situation we've been in for 20 years with it. That we can't force it in. So we got citizens out there on the street that's not being taken care of.
Well, it goes down through the dip, and it also opens up additional lots to be sold by the subdivision.
Now, we're talking about Austin Way here. I think you're talking about the next one.
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
This is Austin Way.
Okay.
We think there's probably 6 or 7 homes on it.
At
This is
least.
off Beaver Pike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's the
sorry.
one that runs
You're right,
along
Austin Way.
Westview.
This is beside your
Yeah, that's someone out in Beaver Pike. I got you, I'm sorry.
Is that okay then?
I think it's the same situation.
Same situation,
Same
huh?
situation, and for whatever reason, when it was built 20, 30 years ago, whenever it wasn't accepted by the city. I don't know how it was built, but as far as I'm concerned now, we need to take care of it for citizens.
I mean, also that if we're fighting on that hill, I bet you if you drill down on 50% of the city streets, none of them need any sort of spec. There's trash, leftover fill, there's tons of that weird looking rock with the holes in it from the blast furnace. The alley behind my house, every time they try to plow it or whatever, they'll bring up giant pieces of rock. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but you know, most of our streets probably wouldn't meet any sort of engineering spec. Maybe some of the newer ones, maybe some that are state highways or whatever, but I mean, even alleys that connect, major streets are horrible. So, I mean, if we took that approach to everything, we, have any streets. So, I feel that both situations, even the one that's gonna happen next year, we could do nothing, or we can progress. So, I guess that's up to the council.
Mr. Reed?
Well, then it's on the books that they're supposed to meet these specs to be accepted by the city. So if we want to do that, I think they should, if I want to do a subdivision and not improve the streets, then the city will do them for me.
I think,
So this one's not a subdivision.
No, but it's a city, it is houses that a street was put in, and it doesn't have curbs and gutters, different things that are specified in city regs, and we're going to take it over. And this isn't the one, like I say, the other one's worse than this one because of the dip in the grades of it.
I think we need to handle
This one, I agree.
Austin, let's go Austin Way first.
There's a point of order. Mr. Reed makes great points, but he's the auditor.
I understand, but we welcomed in the past, so we're okay, but I think we need to, let us concern ourselves with Austin Way, and then we can have a discussion on forthcoming legislation. So, we'll get back on point. Is there any other discussion on the Austin Way ordinance? Ms. Rippon?
Okay, Foster,
Yes.
Hinch,
Yes.
Colby,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
Newkirk.
Yes.
Wiseman. Yes. Bob.
Ordinance 42, 2026 is duly adopted.
That was 4.
Oh, I'm sorry, 41, 2026. I'm sorry, I'm looking ahead. So, next on our agenda is ordinance 42, 2026. Ms. Ripley.
An ordinance accepting Grimes Golden Drive into the city street system as a public street and declaring an emergency.
I would entertain a motion to adopt ordinance 42, 2026 as presented to council. So moved. Is there a second? Ms. Hinch, second. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Discussion. Mayor Evans.
very similar situation, only this street is even older than Austin Way. I'm guessing it's been there about 20 or 30 years. Part of that street, part of Golden Ground Drive was accepted in the city as it's part of the subdivision out there. And then there's an extension of it that goes on over to Robin Hill that it was not accepted for whatever reasons, unknown reasons to me at least. So same situation there.
Mr. Reed.
Okay, and that's, I guess, mine. We're adding a road to the city that is not necessary at this point. It does not meet city specs, and to go through that dip and up would be, and fix that road, would be a tremendous expense. And it was brought before council 20 years ago, and council said no. So I'm just pointing that out.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
And I would like to point out too that, you know, he's not wrong. 20, 30 years ago, apparently you could build whatever you wanted. And before that, because as Mr. Peters said, we don't have any roads that meet specs. We got probably one road that meets specs. That's the one we just built, the county just built. That would meet the specs. That's probably the only one in town. So, there again, if council chooses not, I mean, that street is very heavily, he says it's unnecessary, very heavily used by Robin Hill people. You might second that yourself there, Mr. Fultz, but.
I do.
But,
I do
and there
use it.
again, it's been open for public use for 20 to 30 years, and I think it's time the city maintain it.
Thank you, Mayor. Other discussion? Ms. Hinch?
Does that mean it's currently a county road?
What is it?
Does that mean it's currently a county road?
No, it's the same as Austin Way. It's currently private property. Austin Way, they do have a right-of-way to use it.
Okay.
This one, they don't even have that.
So I'm not as familiar with this road, but are there residents on it?
Yes, on one end, on each end there, like I said, part of the road was accepted on the end towards, I think it's Yalla Delicious Drive, it's named down there.
Okay.
So there's a couple homes on that end on it, and then out at the other end, it connects to Robin Hill.
Mr. Fox, is that the one that's got the chain at the top, or used to back in the day that went through it?
No.
Years ago, yes.
At one time,
It did years ago?
at one
Okay.
time it was
That's how long
gated
ago it's been since.
off. Yeah, at one time it was gated off.
I mean, we haven't really had any city planning, so to speak, as you said, kind of afterthoughts. And if those people are paying city utilities and taxes and things like that, I think it's really hard. I know what the ordinance says, and maybe we should revisit those, and/or we do have code enforcement these days, things that we didn't have when we were planning the city. Lots of times, we all knew people did what they wanted and then asked for forgiveness later. And here we are, I mean,
Well, we've had one street built since my administration was here, and it was built to specs. That's the one we just accepted tonight.
But the other thing is, the owner could just gate it off and you can't use it at all. And I understand this too, and then as I think about, like, even if this was a gravel road or an alley or whatever, people are traveling it, I mean, heavy enough that it's worn the pavement out, so, I agree. I agree. I kind of agree with Mr. Reed. I wasn't trying to be facetious, but he doesn't have a vote in this. I appreciate his input. So I agree with Meg. We're Wild West here for a really long time. Like, we are trying to improve our city. We have alleys that you can't drive through without switching the radio station because of the potholes, or hitting your head off the glass so hard it concusses. So there's a lot of work to be done, and these people are willing to give the property that they own to the city. I think we should just take it and improve it. That's just my opinion.
Thank you, Mr. Peters. Mr. Reed?
Just for Mr. Peters' say so, it was not a point of order. I was recognized by the chair, and Mr. Peters interrupted me. So the point of order was, he shouldn't have spoken until recognized by the chair. I didn't ask for a vote, I asked for input, and I got to say. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Dan. Also, what brought this up at the timing is we are paving, on this year's paving plan, if you notice, all of the streets in that subdivision are scheduled to be paved this year. All of the Robin Hill is scheduled to be paved. So this is the connector between the two that will be left unpaved if we don't do this. That's why the timing is, so we can go ahead and pave it this year with everything else we're paving out there on that south end.
Thank you, Mayor. Any further discussion?
I'll move to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend, second by Ms. Hinch. Discussion? Ms. Rippon?
Foster,
No.
Hinch,
Yes.
Colby,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
Newkirk.
Yes.
Wiseman. Yes. Bach.
Yes.
Further discussion? Ms. Rippon?
Foster,
No.
Hinch,
Yes.
Colby,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
Newkirk.
Yes.
Wiseman. Yes. Bach.
Ordinance 42-2026 is duly adopted. Next, for council consideration, ordinance 43-2026. Ms. Rippon?
An ordinance amending Section 4 of Ordinance Number 54-2025 regarding the hours of operation of the designated outdoor refreshment area, DORA, in the city of Jackson, Ohio.
Could I have a motion to adopt ordinance 43, 2026 as presented to council? Mr. Peters, second by Mr. Bob. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Discussion. Mr. Peters.
Last meeting, we briefly discussed this. The way the DORA was adopted, the hours of operation were designated for just 6 events per year. After public input, the permit holders especially asking that we limit the special events to 6 or less. That would be up to the administration. But to have the DORA be in effect year-round, Thursday through Sunday, at the dates that, or at the times that we'd already discussed. It does make exceptions for 4th of July and associated events, week of the Apple Festival, Christmas parade, those things. So since this has been presented, there's further discussion about limiting Manpower Park as a special event area as well. So we don't have that written in this, but this is only first reading. And I was just kind of open that up for discussion so we can kind of decide, should the park be designated as a special event or just be open to DORA? And my opinion is it should be a special event containing one of those six events that could be or could not be approved by the administration. The administration would have full authority to approve these 6 special events. If they don't see fit, they can say no. They have the authority to do so the way that we've spelled this out. What the permit holders would like to see, and I'm sure some of the other downtown businesses would like to see, is that it just be in effect Thursday through Sunday, year-round, with the exception of the activities or dates that we'd have, trick-or-treat, things like that. So just leave it up for discussion about the park, basically.
Yes. Further discussion. Is there any further action to be taken on ordinance 43, 2026 as presented to council?
Can I just add one other?
Yes, absolutely.
There's the events that the chief was talking about. The Brewfest is not a DORA event, correct?
What do you mean?
They have a special permit,
They got a liquor permit through the state.
so it wouldn't be considered a DORA event then, correct?
I would think it would be,
Okay. I don't have.
yes.
Okay.
Should be limited to the area in the permit. They should mark that off. So I don't think it would be a DORA.
Do you have, Chief, do you have a copy of that, of the permit? Or are you given a copy of that?
What I signed for, so the Board of Liquor asks for a law enforcement signature, basically okaying the event that they issue that. That's for them to be able to sell alcohol there. They're not a current permit holder. So what I signed was for them, for other entities to be able to sell alcoholic beverages in that area. And so what's going to make that okay is that's within the DORA area, for them to have open containers of alcohol in the city street. Perfectly fine with that.
So a permit holder didn't make the request.
No, I don't believe so. I'd have to look it back up, but it is a non-profit entity that's like Visitors Bureau or something like that that applied to do this event.
It's an event of the county tourism, whatever that group's
Yeah.
called.
Yes.
There's a new county tourism group too. That's who's sponsoring the event, and they did get a special liquor license. I don't know about DORA, but they can have the alcohol there with that special liquor license in that area only.
They can sell it,
Yeah.
but DORA allows them to be able to have it in in those areas, they did a street permit. I did approve the street permit to block Pearl to Broadway. Should somebody walk outside that area, listen, we're not going to be sitting outside at the barricade going, and there's a problem there. We deal with, I'll remind everybody, we deal with problems anytime there's a problem, whether that's, I mean, there are a lot of places you can legally have alcohol inside a bar even. If there's a problem inside a bar, we still can go in and deal with all the criminal things that maybe an intoxicated person can do. I think this festival will be absolutely fine without incident. If there is an incident, my department will be there to clean it up quickly.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mayor.
So on the door, on the ordinance, so Ryan or you or Joe, are you going to bring an amendment to this?
Well, I hope we'd had a little bit more discussion about it,
Yeah.
and no one said anything, so.
Well, I will say,
If that's what it's gonna be, yes, I'll bring an amendment back, or we could just do it here on the fly. But I do think the park should be listed as a,
just for councils, the administration is in full support of that. We'd like to have a little more control on what's going on in the park. So that if there is an event planned, they have to apply for the permit and we get a little chance to see what it is before it happens and kind of know a little bit more about it. So we think that's a great idea. We're okay with the other changes that the council's proposed here.
let's just leave this at first reading, and we'll kind of check it from there.
Ms. Hinch.
So with the events in the park, are they going to be kind of a first come, first serve?
Yeah, if they're approved. But right now, they're not, by this ordinance here as it is, there's no difference in the park than anywhere else within the DORA.
And there's also no DORA currently, it's currently set up to only be 6 events.
Right.
Right,
So
which
there's
I
still
think
there's
defeats
only
the purpose
You're right.
of DORA.
Which is why that's why we brought it.
Right. Okay, great.
And I mean, I'll say it again, I'll say it over and over, like this, you can ask other cities that have this, they benefit from it, not just the establishments, but all the other businesses that are in the DORA area benefit from it. You can go and look at the DORA site, and you can watch the videos, and you can look at all the others that are throughout the state. It does promote economic growth. It also could help us, fill some of these buildings in the downtown area. Trying to revitalize our downtown is a really good way to do it.
Other discussion?
Mr. Chairman. Mr. President.
Chief, I'm sorry.
I want to remind everybody, this doesn't legalize the possession of alcohol by any means in these areas. Meaning, when I say by any means, I mean, you can't go buy a 12-pack of beer at the filling station, put it in a cooler, drive up into the DORA area, pop your trunk, and sit there and consume alcohol. This is to purchase from already licensed vendors. And so the only time that makes relatively decent sense, if the park's included, is when there is a special event. And then somebody else, if it's not, so the only place, 601 is the only place that's close enough to the park to probably be relevant. If I bought a beer at the corner pub with an open glass that's provided by DORA, by the time I got to the park, it'd be warm if I hadn't finished it. So you can't, it's not, we can have a birthday party down at the park and let's just bring a whole bunch of 12 packs of beer. They can't do that. That DORA doesn't allow that's legal. And I think everybody forgets that when they start to throw the alcohol and the alcoholic beverages in these public spaces. It's so that people who currently have a permit to sell alcohol, people can purchase those in a to-go cup and go enjoy what could be a sidewalk market, a street event where they have a block of the street closed, an event in the park. I don't foresee, if there's no events in the park, if there's no events on the street, a lot of people going to 601 stockroom, get beer, just hanging out in the park. I just don't see that happening.
Right.
There's nothing to see. There's nobody else to socialize with. And they, again, they can't go buy a 12-pack of Bud Light at Speedway and go sit on the bench in the park and just drink it. So I just want to remind everybody on council, if there's any needing more clarification, I can provide that.
No, I think one of the things in discussions that we had about the DORA was for the park area was one, possibly music, a musical event there, or personally, I would love to see at some point we have like a Taste of Jackson with food vendors that are down there from Jackson that you could go in and eat, have possibly some music, and then a DORA at that point. But I agree, I think...
But any other entity would have to get that liquor permit, sales permit, that would also come and say, hey, we're having this event down here, are you okay with them being able to, these vendors being able to sell alcohol? Sure. And typically I am, because we haven't had a lot of trouble out of this stuff.
Well, and I think one of the questions that was asked of me today was, there's possibly, if you had, and not competing events, that's not the word I want to use, is competing events, but if you had an event uptown, and there was an event totally different that was in the park, if they could purchase the DORA, a beer, and then take it to the other event legally.
Yeah.
And so that was just, I think, for some of our questions, trying to see how that, if the park was within the territory that we, as council, I should say, council set for the DORA area, if the area, even though that event is not a part of it, if people could take it there.
The key would be that they got to do it on their walking sticks or their wheelchairs, because they can't do it in a motor vehicle. DORA doesn't allow for open container of an alcoholic beverage in a motor vehicle under any circumstance.
Mr. Folks?
Yes.
And I apologize, I haven't seen the whole ordinance. How are they selling the DORA cups? How is that going to be? Like, I work in Wellston, and the city sells those at the events. They actually sell, I think, a cup for 50 cents to the bar, and then I think the bar charges $1 to recoup their money. But they have to buy a cup to transport it from point A to point B.
The cups will be sold in the establishments. They will be
Provided by
the city.
And
Provided by the
that's
city,
how
and
they are, and then they're
distribute
branded,
them
they
there.
just have
Yeah,
branded
and the
stamp.
chamber, and the local chamber of commerce has agreed to manage that for the city.
Okay,
They're getting the cups and getting them distributed out and sold and all that.
good deal.
Other discussion?
So I'll just say we'll gather some more information. Was that first reading?
As I
Know
say.
where we stand and move forward.
So any action to be taken, further action to be taken on the ordinance 43, 2026? Hearing none, this does constitute the first reading of ordinance 43, 2026. Next, for council consideration, we have resolution 2026. Ms. Kuhn? Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Rippeth?
A resolution authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety or his designee to file an application with the Ohio Valley Regional Development Commission for the Surface Transportation Block Grant and declaring an emergency.
Could I have a motion to adopt resolution 2026 as presented? Mr. Newkirk, second. Ms. Hinch? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Discussion, Mayor Evans.
This is just to allow us to apply for an OVRDC grant. And it is due, I believe, before our next meeting, so I'd like you to pass that if you could.
Other discussion?
I'll move to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend, second by Mr. Bob. Discussion? Ms. Rippeth?
Foster.
Yes.
Hinch. Yes. Colby. Yes. Peters.
Yes.
Newkirk.
Yes.
Wiseman.
Yes.
Bach.
Yes.
Discussion? Ms. Rippeth?
Foster.
Yes.
Hinch. Yes. Colby. Yes. Peters.
Yes.
Newkirk.
Yes.
Wiseman.
Yes.
Bach.
Resolution 2026 is duly adopted. This concludes our work in the ordinance and resolutions. I thank council for their diligence with these items. Looking at your agenda, I don't believe there is any correspondence. Ms. Rippeth? Old business? Is there any old business to be brought before council? Hearing none, is there any new business to be brought before council?
Mr. President, I just have a question. I got a couple of phone calls from Hilltop, some residents in Hilltop, that, first off, the road's really narrow, but the big vacuum truck really ran off the side of the road and ran down into someone's yard. I don't know if they reached out to anyone.
That was part of the electric department project, and we are going to fix it.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
yes.
Thank you.
As a subcontractor
Yes.
on that big electric project we're in the middle of, is what I think he's saying.
Well, someone sent me a camera thing of it, so that's what I.
I haven't seen it, but I'm sure if it is, we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll look into it.
Great. That's all I had. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other new business?
Planning Commission.
So, Ms. Rippeth, remind me, so there'll be a planning commission at 6 PM on the 10th, and then we'll have the police, fire, and traffic committee meeting at 6:30 on the 10th. That's all that I have. The chair would entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn, is there a second? Second by Mr. Bob. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. We stand